Welcome back, everyone, to episode 4 of the Nerd Gamers podcast. This week, I'm your host, Bryant, and joining me in the top left is Daniel, and in the top right is Edward. And to begin this podcast, I'm going to ask the same question that we always ask at the beginning of the podcast, which is, how is everyone today? Uh, Thank you guys, thank you. I'm doing pretty good myself. Um, things haven't been bad, but they haven't been super great. So, anyways, right? That leads me to my next question. What have you guys been doing lately? This bit can't go on any longer.
uh,
Guys, you guys suck. I'm moving on to the next thing then. Okay.
no.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. I'll say something.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll be the bigger person here. What have I been doing? Nothing.
All right. Well, thank you. Okay. That's at least a response. Edward, what have you been doing recently? I know you've been doing something.
Reading
Reading what book? Or what books, should I say?
the one that the author made.
Which author?
You know, that one person from that one place.
Um, um, J.K. Rowling.
Sure.
Ah, so I think it's been like 2 minutes now. This is the most
Is,
awkward I've ever been.
is this the energy
Yeah.
you're looking for,
This is
Brian?
not.
Is
This
this
was
what
not the
you
energy that
wanted?
I was looking for.
Oh,
Big
okay.
energy.
Okay, this is the energy that my story is going to give off when I continue it. Okay. So, anyways, right?
So
You give us
maybe
some
we could
context.
Today, the date that we're recording this episode is July 2nd, right? So that means one whole month of summer has just gone by. On a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate your June?
so far, um, about like a 7.
7? Okay,
Uh, just gonna like kind of like any other summer.
that's pretty solid. All right, Edward,
Yeah.
15.
15.
Oh, whoa.
15?
15.
You have some
15.
explaining to do.
Yeah.
How's it 15?
It's very visually aesthetic, you know.
Your
Hmm.
house.
You
Okay.
can't, you can't keep doing this. You'll break eventually.
Oh.
You'd be surprised. I could do this
Oh
all day.
no. Alright, fine. You know, if you're not gonna talk, I'm just gonna talk twice as much to make up for your silence.
Whoa.
Alright.
Well, hey Edward, isn't
Okay.
your birthday tomorrow?
Oh yeah, it's his birthday tomorrow, guys. July 3rd. So, do you know what that means? We're gonna have to sing happy birthday.
Oh, I shouldn't have brought it up then.
What? Come on, guys. This is negative energy, okay? And I don't like it.
That's right. It's okay. No one's ever
I'll
saying
just
happy birthday to me.
Really? Wow.
It's a fact. Maybe my parents, but that's about it.
Oh. Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Summer
Wow.
birthdays.
You guys make me feel uncomfortable
Why me?
Is that
Why
good?
me?
because your energy is too negative. It's
My
not.
energy's always like this.
Shoot. Okay, I can't move too much positive energy then. All right. Anyways, let's get these conversation topics rolling, right? Because so far we've just been awkward and quiet. Now I'm gonna talk
I
about some
think that's
recent
really
events.
entertaining.
Uh, yeah, I guess so. But anyways, right? Recently,
This is
if you guys have been keeping track of the news, a new let's see, the swine flu virus. Have you guys heard of it?
I saw something
Yeah,
about
I
it. I
saw
didn't
something
look
about it,
into
right?
it all.
Well,
Is
it's
that like uncultured swines?
uh, not really. But anyways,
Dang.
right? The swine flu. It's arisen in China, and it's posing a great threat to our health. So not only do we have the coronavirus, but we might have to fight another virus, which means that
Oh boy.
so far each year or each month of 2020 has just gotten worse and worse. So at this point, right, we might have to face another virus.
Bruh.
By December of 2020, what do you think we're gonna have to face then?
I think you're gonna have to face possibly asking someone out.
What? Why?
Yeah, cause
It's just
that's
the
like
natural order of things.
the worst thing that could possibly happen to you.
That's not true. There are a lot of bad things that could happen to me, like dying,
Uh-huh.
getting
Uh-huh.
eaten alive by zombies. That's one of my greatest
Wow.
fears,
Okay.
actually. A zombie
No.
apocalypse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know, you just fight them off with like a stick.
Those aren't real. That's not real
Wait,
fear.
wait,
Okay, but
Brian, you play
it's one of my
Minecraft,
greatest
right?
fears. It's possible, okay? I'm
Play,
telling you.
Is
I
you
it?
bet
play
you
Minecraft. You're a pro.
I bet you they have the
Destroy
zombie
zombies.
virus somewhere out there, and they're gonna release it one
Uh-huh.
day. I'm telling you.
They're just gonna
Uh-huh.
release it on everybody.
I'm just
That'd be
gonna
great.
release it. I bet you it's gonna. This is how it's gonna happen. Okay, so listen to me carefully. All right. In the year 2031, uh
31.
Jungkook from from BTS, he
Did you say Jungkook?
Okay.
yes,
You said kook.
wait, Jungkook or Kook, I don't know.
Jungkook.
But listen, hear me out, okay? So Jungkook from BTS, yes, the famous K-pop band BTS, right? At this point, he's going to win presidency in the US, and
What?
he's gonna
That
amass
he's
all of this power, right? All of this military power, and I bet you in Area 51 they must have like some sort of zombie virus hidden there. So then on this date specifically, November 2025, 2031, he's going to release it onto the public. But first, he's going to use the mind control implemented in his music, right? So, like,
What?
do you understand? Do you know that there's actually mind control in K-pop music?
No.
No,
see we don't listen to K-pop like you.
I don't listen to K-pop, but my cousin does,
Uh-huh.
and she's been corrupted
And
by
she
it.
makes you.
Yeah, no, 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 no.
Okay.
She's been corrupted by it. It doesn't corrupt me because I
Okay.
wear tinfoil around my brain. No, around my head.
Okay.
Sorry, no. I wear my tinfoil hat all the time. So it doesn't the sound waves don't
You prove it.
penetrate through my head and into my brain and you know but
This is too
The point
stupid.
the fact that you're laughing shows how ridiculous this is getting.
no, no, this is completely real. This is completely
Uh,
real,
Real.
okay?
okay.
This is real.
This is real. So back to what I was saying, right? He's got so over the course of like 11 years, he's mind controlled pretty much every teenage girl in the world because it just makes sense. Why would every teenage girl like K-pop? It's honestly,
Only teenage girls.
yeah,
Oh
the
boy.
like it's honestly not it's not good enough to where every single teenage girl would love it. Okay? There has to be something there. And it's not just
see
because
Mind
those
control.
Jungkook.
K-pop guys are hot, right? Like they're pretty solid. 8 out of 10 at least. But
Look at this man. Look at you. Look at him. He's showing you a heart.
I'm telling you, he's genetically engineered, okay? Like the Korean government, they made them in labs, okay? And okay, I think I should stop. I don't want people to think that I actually create conspiracy theories about this.
No, you
Seems like
actually
you already
do.
have. I
That's
think everyone
exactly what
already
they're
knows.
thinking.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Well,
This is the best episode.
wait, what? Your audio cut out. I didn't hear you.
My audio cut out?
Yeah, it cut out a little bit.
Oh, I was just saying how this is the best episode ever.
You're welcome. Okay,
we
No
got we got
sarcasm.
the
thank
we
you.
got the awkward silences, and we have K-pop conspiracy. That's the title.
I'm telling
Right
you.
there.
Honestly,
Oh, you
I
see
could make a
this?
whole 40-minute video about me just spewing out conspiracy theories. I'm not joking. If you guys want me to, I will
No,
make
no.
that video.
I don't think
Just
anybody needs that.
Even as your closest friend, I would not watch that.
I appreciate your honesty. Okay, but I guess we'll actually move into something that might be more interesting. So if you guys actually listen to our podcast and stay till the end, like the last 10 minutes,
No one does. No one does.
hey, I had my cousin listen to the last 10 minutes specifically, okay? So, one person,
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
one person. So, I'm gonna continue.
Shout out.
I'm gonna continue with my story that I started in the last
You
10
give
minutes of last week's episode.
Perfect.
you give a synopsis of what happened.
Yeah. So,
Oh yeah, well, what happened? I kind of forgot.
so in the first part, is basically I went to the beach with my family, and their family friends arrived. One of their family friends was like
Was hot.
was attractive.
Okay.
Attractive.
Okay.
There's difference.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
I decided
We'll
because
say that.
I don't really talk to girls that I would actually
Sure. Hey,
try it
isn't your
out.
cousin a girl?
Huh?
Isn't
Yes.
your cousin a girl?
I meant a
Uh-huh.
girl that I don't know.
Should have specified.
I'm sorry. But anyways, I decided that I would try and talk to this girl, and I failed miserably. But
It's really cool.
yeah. But yeah. But now we're moving on to part two, right? So this takes
How did
place.
part one end again? Oh
Huh?
yeah, you were trying to say goodbye, but then they wouldn't even look at you.
Yeah, they wouldn't even look at me. You know, out of
That's great.
context, this makes me sound like a really huge loser, and that I did something really bad. But I didn't actually do anything really. I said a few things, and they just chose to ignore me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Real ladies, man.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. But I mean, I don't think they were doing it to be mean. They were just not. Well, she was just not interested. But anyways,
Uh-huh.
you
That's
would have
what you
thought that
think.
that would have deterred me from like ever seeking out another chance, right? Well,
Yeah, it
you were
kind of
wrong.
did.
What?
Eh,
It did not.
it was just by chance, I
By ch
think.
by chance. Okay.
hmm
Well, I have
The gods above felt sorry for you, gave you a chance.
yes, they did. You remember this story, huh, Edward? Because I messaged you when this all
Yes, I
happened.
do.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll move on to the second part of the story, which I think is way more interesting.
Is this a completely like different person for the second part?
No, it's the same
No.
person.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Otherwise, it wouldn't be a two-parter.
Was it
Anyways,
like your cousin's friend, right? That's who it was?
so my cousin's family, their family have like have are friends with like another family that lives in California because my cousin's family comes from like Texas.
That's a
Does
stretch.
that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure it does.
So basically, they were visiting their friends in California, right? But they were also staying at my house. So so let me we'll start. Okay, part two. So
Ooh.
I don't remember what day it was, but I remember I was working on a project for my English class because we had a
Oh
summer
yeah,
assignment,
yes
and
you did.
then I was eating lunch and I was really bored because I didn't want to work on the assignment. So I don't my aunt was in the kitchen, and um, when I was
She's
eating,
outside.
she must have thought that I looked really bored or sad because I was just looking at my food.
Look
And that was
bored
be
every day.
yeah, it was because I had eaten and I decided that I just didn't want to eat anymore. So I was just looking at my food.
Uh-huh.
So then my aunt looked
That's
at me and then she asked me, "Do you want to come with us to their house?" And I knew who she was talking about. So then
uh-huh.
I thought about it in my head for 5 seconds. I thought, is this girl really that attractive or no? So I thought, you know what? Why not? Why not? I don't want to work on my English project. Let's go. Also, they had a pool.
Yeah,
They had a pool. So,
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, they did.
yeah. So then,
But you didn't use the
I
pool,
went with
right?
them. I combed my hair for the first time, and
You
then
you actually can't comb your hair. It just falls back down.
that's not true. I comb it up.
Uh,
I comb it up. It dries, and
okay,
then it just stays up a
okay,
little bit. Yeah, my hair's
okay,
not oily like
whatever.
yours is, okay? Okay. All right, so
wow.
anyways, we get there. It's like a 2-hour drive. And then once we get there, for some reason, their school district starts really early, like in the beginning of August or something. And then the day that okay, so that means, oh wait, so that means like, yeah, the story takes place probably like at the beginning of August or something, right? So we get there, it's like around 3. We have to wait for them to come home from school at 3:30. They get out, we say hi to each other, and then we go inside their house, and then they eat lunch after school for some reason. So then that means
Yeah,
we had
I
to
do
eat
too.
with them, and how it was,
But you already ate.
yeah, I already ate, but then I had to eat again. So I sat down,
Hmm.
I was eating, I was talking with my cousins, and at the time, the attractive girl and the attractive girl's sister, they weren't eating with us. So then as I was eating, the attractive girl sits down next to me, and then I get really nervous. And I can't,
Yeah, you do.
whenever I get nervous, I can't look in the direction of the person who's causing me
Ooh.
to be nervous. So basically, I couldn't look to my right. I was,
Okay.
otherwise I might have just turned really red and started
Oh
stuttering.
boy.
Yeah.
Just because
Like an
that person was
idiot.
next to you.
Yeah.
That's great.
So, um,
So,
what happened after that was like the attractive person's mom gave me like a bowl of soup, and then I
oh
ate it.
yeah, soup.
And then I was honestly, I was kissing up to her mom a little bit by saying it was good. Like
Uh-huh.
I
So
said
it
that
wasn't good.
I said that it was refreshing.
Okay.
It actually was though. It was like it was a surprisingly good bowl of soup. So,
Wait, wait. Isn't soup supposed to be hot?
yeah, it was hot, but like I
How
don't know.
how is it refreshing?
Because when I drank it, I just felt refreshed. Does that make
I think you
sense?
broke something.
Yeah, I might have broken
No,
something.
it doesn't.
Okay, but anyways, moving on. Afterwards, I had to swim with my cousins in the pool, and then I had to pee, so I got out of the pool, and then I dried off, and I walked to the bathroom, and then there's someone
Yikes.
in the bathroom, so what I did was I just
Yeah.
started walking like in a circle as I was waiting because I was really bored and I had to pee. So if I just stood there, I would have pissed myself. Luckily, the person came out,
Nah.
and then the person that came
Uh-huh.
out was the attractive girl. And I was looking in the direction of the bathroom door because I really had to go. And then we made really
Wake
awkward
up.
eye contact, and we both looked away in the opposite direction. That was
Oh.
very painful. And then I peed, and then I got back in the pool, and I stayed in there for like another hour. And then after that, I got tired, so I just went out, changed. And then when I was done changing, so I exited the bathroom after changing. I walked into the living room and then kind of picture this, right? Like there's a couch and then
There's a
she
couch.
Yeah, the attractive person is sitting
What
on the
color was this
far.
couch?
I don't remember. Like maybe on like brown,
Dang it.
brown or white, maybe,
Okay.
probably.
Got it. I got it. In my
So
mind's
picture
eye,
that
I
in
see it.
your mind. So I'm facing the couch, and
Face the couch.
on the right, the far right is her just sitting there with like her laptop, and then I didn't know where to sit, but cause like she was all alone on the couch, and I was looking for another
Oh
place to sit,
boy.
but I couldn't sit anywhere because there were no chairs. There's literally just the couch.
No
So I
chairs.
sat on the far left of the couch. So there's just like
Far
this
left.
really big gap in the middle.
Yeah, there is.
And I just sat there and I kind of just I didn't have my phone. Wait, no, I did have my phone. So I just went on
Yeah.
Instagram and I browsed around to try and look busy, right? And then
Oh
eventually
yeah.
she gets up
Yeah.
and goes to her room, which thankfully
Oh wow.
put me at ease. So then afterwards,
That.
I never saw her because like she just stayed in her room until like
Yep.
we left.
Yep.
Yeah. And then during that time, I was just on my phone and then I was watching TV
But
and then
TV.
yeah. But then later
Then.
when we had
Oh
dinner,
boy.
I was actually no, I remember. I
Whoa.
remember. I met her dad,
Yeah, you
right?
did.
And I was talking with her
Oh.
dad,
Oh yeah.
who was
Yeah.
like a
Yeah. That's
CrossFit
right.
trainer. I was talking to him about
Ooh.
future career paths. No, that was because
Yeah, you did.
my uncle, he asked me what I wanted to be, right? And then he was trying to give me advice. And then her dad joined in and he told me that I should be a firefighter because firefighters make good money and they can retire early. So then I
I
said,
like
so I was
that
talking with
thinking.
him, right? I was really trying to be nice and respectful so that,
Very.
yeah, so that he would think better of me. And
Sure.
then okay. Well, honestly, I think this story is getting a little boring. But point is that later,
Mm.
later, I basically just didn't talk to her because she stayed in her room the whole time. The only time that actually, so before we left, the only other time she came out was to get like dinner. And then at that time, I think her mom was talking to me and she asked me where I was from and like what I did. So I told her where I was from and then I told her like what sport I played because
What sport do you play?
secret. Secret.
Okay.
You know the answer to
Okay.
that.
Okay.
I mean,
I
technically, I
don't.
don't play it, I do it, but same thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then she came to her mom, just like grabbed a plate of food, and then when she came,
Ooh.
I really emphasized like what sport I did because
Uh,
that's the only way I
well,
could get her attention. But then
yeah,
she
it
went
is.
back to her room and then just stayed in there.
Uninterested.
Yeah, I
Was that the
failed.
last time you ever saw this person?
No, there was one more time. One more time. It was
Oh.
at the very end when we left. But then after that, it was so boring because I literally just sat on the couch and I was just watching TV for hours. So, and then this guy came, right? He was my age. His name was Matthew. He was like a family friend of my cousin's family friends.
I'm
And like,
confused, but okay.
but just think of him as like another person, right? He comes, right? And then basically I start
Yeah, he
talking with
does.
yeah, and then I just started talking with him. And basically, I had made a new friend
Wow.
that day. So I didn't end up talking to the girl, but I ended up talking to a guy instead. And we really hit it off. So, and that's what matters. So ultimately, I came out a winner that day. I had made a new friend. We actually had a lot in common too. So it was pretty fun to talk to him. And at the very end,
Nice.
when we were leaving, it was like around 11 p.m. Again, they say bye to my cousins. I'm not even joking. Like I'm like standing right next to my cousins, and they look at my cousins and say bye. They don't look at me. They look at my cousins, and I'm not
Well,
joking. At that point, I just got really fed up with it. So I walked out the door and I just waited for my cousins to come out, and my aunt and
I
uncle.
mean, you didn't talk to them, so I don't think
My cousins didn't talk to them
really matters.
either. They literally stayed in their room
Yeah,
the whole time.
They should have at least said
yeah,
bye.
well,
You know.
no, I wouldn't.
You know what you should have
If
done,
you came to
Bryant?
visit me, I would.
I think Bryant should have just like forced them to say bye to him by
I
just
didn't
like
want to. I didn't want to at that point.
Say
what?
bye or I'm not leaving.
Yeah. Exactly. You
Yeah,
gotta do
that's my
that.
story. It's honestly the way I'm telling it is like a really dumbed down version of it for the sake of time.
No,
Oh
that's
boy.
pretty accurate.
No, I only
So they didn't say bye to you twice.
yeah.
That's great. That's great.
I felt very disrespected as a person.
As you should.
Yeah. But anyways, that was my story. And after that, I've never talked to a single girl
Disagree.
ever.
That is
Excuse me?
I see your DMs. You have school projects. I see that.
Okay, I meant like in a different way. Obviously,
Uh,
if I have to
uh-huh.
collaborate with people and message them.
Yeah.
So anyways, right? Since we were talking about the past, I wanted to bring up the topic of field trips because we've all had field trips. I don't have you guys had a
Uh-huh.
field trip in high school or no?
No,
Wait,
No?
none.
I'm thinking.
Yeah. So we've only really had middle school and elementary school field trips. And I wanted to bring up a memory from one of our from a field trip that Daniel and I went on in 8th grade.
Wow. Wow. I
Yeah.
see.
I mean,
I went
you
to
weren't
Great
you weren't there
America
with us,
too.
Edward, so I can't really include you. I'm sorry, but
Edward, feel free to share any of your
Okay.
stories. But yeah.
Okay, I will.
please do.
Later.
Why? Why not
Because
now?
oh, wait, oh, no. We're starting with you because you're the host.
Okay.
I don't wanna interrupt like a rude guest.
What do you mean? You guys aren't really
It's okay.
guests. You guys aren't
No,
really.
don't worry
We
about
are the hosts, Edward.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, your
Okay,
story.
okay.
What about my story? Or do
I
you want me
don't
to
know.
tell
You
you?
were gonna say it.
Okay.
Just
All
say
right.
whatever you
Fine.
thought.
Okay. Anyways, right. So, uh, I remember one of the field trips that we had in 8th grade. It was to like
Uh-huh.
an amusement park called Great America, and Daniel
Yes.
and I, we were like we we spent like the whole day like in a group, and then we were like going on rides and stuff. And
Snap.
I remember that Daniel and I would always like to go to the front of the roller coasters. And I remember this one thing that Daniel
It's
told me, right? He told me that he was surprised that I like to go in the front of roller coasters. And the reason
it's
why I
where the
remember that
babies
is
go.
because I took that as him calling me a scaredy cat. And I will never forget
Yeah.
that, Daniel, and how you disrespected me that day.
Wait,
What?
because I
Only
said I
scaredy
was
cats right in the
surprised that you
front.
liked the.
How does it make sense? Scaredy cat's
Of
right in
course.
the back.
No, they don't.
No,
Yeah,
wait.
they
So
do.
you think I was saying that
The
because I
front
was
is like the
surprised that you liked.
slowest.
How's the front the slowest?
Cause like when you go up, right, and then you have to go down, and then
That does not
like
make
you gotta
sense.
wait until the back end goes over the hill. So then you're in the front, you're just waiting for the drop, so it's not as intimidating. But if you're in the back, you don't know anything.
Wait,
As soon
that
as you get up there, you fall.
Wait, what? No, the anticipation is what makes it scary.
No, what?
And you're waiting just as long as anybody else.
Yeah.
If
Your
anything,
argument
Oh,
is
that's a
scarier at the
flawed.
front.
Hold up. I will be back.
Oh.
Alright, now we just have an Edward cam. Okay. So, anyways, I remember that day because it was really fun. And there's this one moment that was really funny. So,
Ugh.
listen here, guys. 8th grade Bryant was a pretty good prankster, and Daniel
Yeah, you
was
was.
one of my victims.
No.
So, there was this one water ride. It was like a raft, and then
Right.
there's like this little like mini drop where the raft would go up and then go down, and whenever it went down, tons of water would splash onto like this bridge where people stood on when they were like waiting to go on the ride. And what I did was I walked
no.
Daniel over to the bridge, just
Yep.
before the raft was about to like go down, and I told him, come here, you're not gonna get wet, right? So he believed me, the fool.
For whatever reason, I
Yeah,
believed
he
him.
believed me. So then I brought him there, and then we got there. We like waited for I think a few seconds, and then once it came, Daniel just stood there. What I did
I
was
remember I remember just sitting there and seeing it come down. Even when it was like coming down, I wasn't really processing what was happening. And then but it was when the water starts splashing.
yeah,
I was like, oh boy. And then like at the corner of my eye I see Brian turn around hecka fast and like pull up like his hood or something.
yeah.
And by that point it was just too late. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna have to take it. And I stood there and my entire bottom half from the bottom of my shirt down was just soaked for like the rest of the day. But thankfully, it was near like the afternoon, so it was like near the end of the day. But
Uh,
still, I got looks from people just like looking at me.
You're welcome.
That was fun. Yeah, that was fun. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure when we had to leave, I was just delaying a little bit because I was ordering a hot dog. I think that was. Do you
okay.
remember that?
No, I don't remember that. Actually,
I
maybe.
think because
It sounds like
we had to
something you would
go
do.
up because I think we had to go to the front, but I really wanted a hot dog, so
What the?
so I was like,
Oh wait, no,
fuck
I think
it.
I do remember that.
For that, yeah,
Oh, the images
that
are
was.
popping up in my head again. That's crazy.
I remember that when we went to Great America. When I first got there, I was with like these two people that I guess were my friends, but it wasn't like close friends. And then after eventually, I just kind of split up from them, and I was just kind of roaming around until I found like Antonio's group, and then
So
eventually,
sad.
no, because I just kind of wanted to walk around and see, and then I found Antonio's
Dude,
group,
like a
and
boomer.
then
You go to the amusement park for a stroll.
no, I went looking for the other
Oh,
group, and then I found them,
okay. Okay.
and then somehow I got up with Brian's group. I don't know who it was.
Yeah, I
Were
don't
we with
remember either.
Antonio?
I
I
think we
don't
were with
remember.
Antonio.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think me and Brian split up, or we split up from the group at the end.
Yeah.
And that's what sucked.
It was just us, two old pals. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure we had at least another person there, but I don't remember who.
I don't think so.
Really?
I think by the end of it, it was just you and me. I
It sounds
think.
like a date. Were we
No.
dating? Are you saying that we were dating?
No.
Oh God. God,
Save
Daniel's
it
my
off
first.
camera, guys.
Okay,
No.
yeah.
No. Just stop.
We'll
Just
I
talk
stop
went
saying
on
that.
a date in Great America
with a guy.
with a guy.
With a guy.
So
Yeah.
so here's the backstory, all right? So back in 8th grade, I also went to Great America,
Sweet.
and I had this group of friends, and I mean, I knew most of them. Like I was pretty close with most of them, but there was this one guy. He just joined our group like 2 or 3 weeks ago, so I wasn't really comfortable with him yet. So like at in the back of my head, I was like, well, there's no way I'm gonna be stranded like for an extended amount of time. So I was pretty confident that I was at least gonna have a good time with most of the people in my group. But like near midday, it got pretty hot. So everyone wanted to go on that water slide. I don't really like water rides or anything to do with water.
Mhm.
And so did that guy that I didn't really know of. So we had to spend like 2 hours together, and he didn't even know my names. I mean, he
Wait,
had an idea. He had an idea, right? He
how'd you end up spending
was like,
two hours with the guy?
yeah, who I've
How?
never talked to in my life. Cause he was in my group, and everyone else went on the water slide, and I
Oh,
was
was
just
it because it
there.
was like a long line?
Oh no, I just didn't want to go.
How
Yeah,
did that last 2 hours though?
because they kept going over and over again.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, for hours.
So you're
And
just standing ride
I
just with
wasn't
them?
just standing. What do you mean? I It turned out I actually had a pretty good time with him, and we got really close after that.
That's actually
So
very sweet.
at first,
That's
I know,
nice.
right? So at first we were just standing watching them for like 20 minutes, and then he was like, "Okay, I'm getting pretty bored of this. You want to go walk around or something?" And I'm like, okay." And he's like, "Okay, so what's your name?" I think it's like Eddie or something. And then we formally introduced ourselves, and then we were just walking around the park, and got pretty awkward. Then it all changed when we got on the gondola, right?
The what?
So the
What is that,
gondola.
right?
What is that?
No, it's like those buckets that hang from like the cable lines that go over the top of things.
Uh,
Hold up.
I
I
don't.
think guys, you're disappointing me.
sorry.
I'm not sure what this is.
My
It's
tinfoil
not,
hat is really messing with me right now.
okay. Hold up. I have picture.
Okay.
Can't spell. Oh, these things?
Oh,
That's called a gondola?
that's like
That's
the
called a
weirdest name for
gondola.
those.
Oh, come on. Okay. So, anyways, we didn't want to go on any roller coasters because the lines were extremely long. So that was like the only thing that was within a 10-minute wait time. And we waited in line. We saw some couples, I guess you could say that. And,
Wait, I'm
and
picturing
then
this in my mind. Continue.
all around us, and then we were just two guys who barely knew each other. But I don't remember what we talked about, but we kind of hit it off. Then on the gondola, we had a pretty good conversation about possible death. Like, he was like, if we just fell, or what if the cable just fell right now? Like, what would you think about that? Yeah. So we talked about death, and that was really cool. And I think it was around lunch, and apparently our friends went to get lunch without us and then went back to the water slide. So we had to go get lunch by ourselves since they didn't invite us. So he didn't have money, but I did. So I
Nice.
covered for him like a gentleman.
Uh-huh.
And then there was this like mutual friend of mine. He was also there and he was kind of hungry. So I covered for him too. Like he had $0, at least like guy who I was hitting it off with, he had some money, so he chipped in. So, you know, no hard feelings. But my mutual friend, he just got there, $0. He was like, I want some food. I'll pay you back. So
What?
his food cost like $20, and I
Yeah,
never got the money
oh,
back. Anyway, after our little lunch date, we went back to the water slide thing, and yeah, it was fun. You united with the whole group. Yeah,
That
that
was
was my first date.
wow. This is so romantic. I was just picturing you two on the gondola, just like sitting side by side and just talking. That sounds like a really
About
wholesome,
that.
like, bro moment. How many times did you guys do it?
That's right.
Like, get on the gondola. Was it just once, or
Once, yeah. We're not insane.
really? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian, didn't we eat outside of like a burger joint or something
Yeah,
with
yeah, I
like
remember that.
with a few other people?
I don't know why. I remember it now. It's like we were sitting there, and for some reason, all I remember is just getting like a big slice of onion and putting it in my burger. That's all I remember
Sick.
of that moment.
I think there was a ride around us. It was the one where people like dangle off of it.
Yeah.
I think that was going off around us.
Yeah, I wanted to
I
go on
still have
that
the
one.
image clear in my head. I still have the image, I'm pretty sure.
Mm.
That's pretty fun.
Well, thank you,
But
Edward.
yeah, Edward, that was a nice story.
Yeah, that was really wholesome.
That's right.
So,
Well, didn't
anyways,
we
yeah.
in elementary school we all went on a couple field trips, pretty
Yeah.
sure. All three of us. To
Mm.
the museum.
Yeah, I remember
The,
museums, but
the
what?
Egyptian one.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went 2 years in a row to that place. It was
It's
the
kind of
same thing
boring.
pretty much, right? For
Yeah.
both years.
I don't remember
Yeah, that
anything
wasn't that fun.
except like by the second time I was just not caring.
Hmm.
I think we were just like fooling around for the
Yeah.
whole day.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Did we ever go to like the boardwalk or something?
No, wait.
Did we do that? It was like
I think that's
one of
middle
those
school
like
thing.
was it? I could have
I don't think
sworn
so.
we did something like that. Was that
My
middle
middle
school
school
probably?
went. I didn't go.
I'm not sure. Oh, okay. Because I think I remember the field trip somewhere at it was like in San Francisco.
Oh yeah. I remember that field
Wait,
trip.
yeah,
Oh, was
yeah.
it like the water
Oh,
thing?
I have a cool moment about that.
Would you like to
Was
share?
it
So
what year was
I
that though?
if you want, hmm? I
Wait,
think
did we all go to that?
I don't
wait,
know. Maybe.
I
It
feel
was
like
like
it was
the
fifth, maybe.
Because I think it was like a water museum or something. I forgot what it was called. Like that exhibit in San
It's called
Francisco.
an aquarium.
Aquarium, yes, that aquarium.
Water museum.
Okay, that. Did we all go to that? I think so.
I don't remember.
I
I'll be
feel
honest.
like
I
we
don't
did.
remember.
It feels really familiar,
I'm pretty sure we
but I
did.
wasn't
And then we
enjoying
had like
myself.
lunch or something near like a little like park area. I think. I'm pretty sure this happened.
Yeah, I feel like I remember it, but I can't remember it.
This happened. I know it. I know for a fact
Yeah,
this happened.
elementary school is kind of a blur.
Okay, I'll tell
Middle
you like
school.
2 stories of field trips, like real short ones, just
Yeah.
like little glimpses of it.
Hmm.
So I think I told Bryant this one already, but when we went to the water museum, right?
Hmm.
I had this friend, Edison, and we're pretty skinny boys. We don't eat lunch that much, so we had our Lunchables. It was lunchtime. We were outside the water museum, sitting on the steps, and we kind of
Yeah.
finished our lunch, right? And yeah, we had Lunchables, and they have crackers, and there were birds around. And naturally, what would you do as an elementary school kid?
Eat them.
Oh, well, I mean,
You were a bad boy.
yeah, no, we were feeding them, but aggressively.
What do you mean? How do you aggressively feed them? Were you throwing them
You were
By
throwing it at them?
at the birds?
yes, we were.
Gosh,
It's
that's
okay, no
horrible.
hard feelings. They didn't attack us, so it's okay.
See, I feel like I kind of remember seeing that image. But again, because I remember sitting on steps eating.
Uh-huh.
So maybe it was that. I'm pretty sure. I feel like I saw that. I have a feeling. But you're just
Yeah,
throwing
yeah,
crackers at birds.
yeah. We were like frisbees.
It's kind of
Pretty epic.
disturbing. All right, what's your
Yeah,
second
kind
story?
of.
Not okay. So think this was in San Francisco. Wait, it was somewhere. I feel like so. Uh, let's. So apparently, every time we go on a field trip, there's always a chaperone. But every time we went, I always got the same chaperone, which was kind of interesting. And then so this chaperone was the dad of this girl. Yeah, that's right, female. And It was I think she was interested in me, but I'm not exactly sure,
Uh-huh.
which was why I was always with her and her dad,
Uh-huh.
and I tried to avoid them as much as possible
Uh-huh.
because we were allowed to have one friend in our group, and I always just hung around with that one friend. And she did her own thing. I think she was trying to impress me during these field trips, but I did not care.
You just didn't care.
I really didn't. And I wasn't really interested in her. No hard feelings. I was anti-simp. So, anyways, one it only became clear to me when one day we used to have pizza parties for birthday kids once a month in elementary school, and I went to lunch that day, and apparently I think she didn't see me in the playground or wherever. So when I got back, she just out of nowhere ran at me, and then hugged me, and then she was like, "Oh my gosh, you're here. I thought you disappeared or something." And the awkward thing was, my crush was like standing right next to me and watching this happen. So that ruined my chances.
Oh
And
boy.
yeah,
You were such a
that's why.
Chad. You were such a Chad in middle school. I mean elementary school.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
not
was.
even middle school, Brian. Not even middle
Well, I
school.
mean Edward has had his experiences with women in middle school. He's told me about them.
I
Ew.
the
The the soccer girl.
that's
We can just call her the
that's
soccer
for
girl, right?
the simp episode coming next week when I'm hosting.
No
We're gonna have a whole
way.
episode about simping?
Yeah, we are.
Oh shoot.
You have
That sounds
no
horrible.
idea.
Okay. Alright, I'm okay with that.
Ew.
Yeah, because my stories are so whack.
This sounds kind of disturbing.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Well
No,
anyways,
they
right.
aren't.
To compensate for my lack of life experience, I just have a
Yeah.
bunch of questions prepared. So I think we'll probably go
Okay.
for about 10 more minutes and then we'll end the podcast. But until
How
then,
long have we been going?
I have no idea. We'll probably be going for about 45 to 50 minutes. So
Oh boy.
I
so
think
10
Okay.
it's
more
more
minutes.
than that.
No, maybe. But
Okay.
anyways,
Okay. No, no, no.
Let's finally get to an hour long. Maybe we can do that.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Alright, anyways, right. I've talked to you guys about this question before, but I want to talk to you about it on the podcast. What animals would be the scariest if they could run and walk like humans?
Well, didn't we already answer this? Did we have this
We did this
question?
like by texting each other, but we've never said our answers on the podcast before.
Oh,
Yeah,
I believe. What did I say again?
I
Like
don't
a
remember what you
giraffe
said.
It's
or
a giraffe.
rhino or something?
Okay, I
You
disagree
said
with your
giraffe.
answer.
Okay. I would
Okay.
say crocodile. Yeah, that's right. A crocodile.
I
Crocodile.
guess.
Crocodile.
I'm imagining it, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
I just imagine it'd
Oh,
be
Yeah,
like
I'd
yeah.
say what's that super fast animal? Is it like
cheetah.
a cheetah? Yeah. Can you imagine that
They're
running bipedal? That'd be crazy.
I think they'd be slower actually.
But what
exactly.
if it was the speed of the cheetah but bipedal?
Oh, that'd be kind of scary.
It's
Yeah,
Yeah.
just looks stupid
Or
in
it
like
my
a
looks
head.
leopard or
stupid.
something.
For me, I've told you guys this before, but uh, it would be a gorilla. Because think about it, right? A gorilla that
They're
could run
kind
like
of
a human
bipedal.
would just be like a really strong human. Like, could you imagine like maybe like The Rock running at you and like preparing to hit you?
Here's kind of a weird idea
Yeah.
because we have people and
I
people
think I
work
think that's
out
called
and
King Kong,
or
right?
Yeah. So
I
imagine like a
never watched.
mini King Kong
Okay.
coming at you. Well,
the
not like
only
a
thing I
Harambe.
mini
was
one, but
thinking
like
about.
a human-sized King Kong.
Rip Harambe.
Yeah. Wait, sorry,
That's like
Daniel,
10
your
years
audio
ago
was
for
cutting out.
me.
What were you saying?
Oh, so one thing I thought about a while ago was like they're humans, people where we can be strong, but but we have to work out and exercise for it, and we work to get stronger. I was thinking gorillas and apes are naturally really strong creatures.
Yeah.
So how strong could they get if they worked out?
Oh. Huh.
Like
Stronger.
how because they don't even like work out or exercise or anything.
I
So
mean,
it's like
technically, like the things that they do are pretty physically demanding, so like they're kind of already
I
working out.
guess.
But like
What if they
if you
like
to put
go
like
on
a
like
gorilla in a gym, shoot, I don't know. I imagine they'd be like pretty strong, like stronger than any human. Like if they could like lift weights and stuff. Could you wait?
yeah,
Hmm, yeah,
it's kind of a weird idea. I guess I
that
kind of
was a
have.
weird idea. But moving on to my second question. So, what are the dumbest things you guys think that people have asked, like voice assistants, such as Siri or
Uh-huh.
Alexa? Like, what do you think are some of the dumbest questions people have asked those things, like those voice assistants?
Hello, it's been a while.
That's not a question.
You're the question.
Do you guys have anything or no?
Not really. I
Not
can't
really.
really think of anything. There's a lot
Okay.
of
I
stupid
only use
questions.
my voice thing for sensible questions.
Okay, but if you could, if you could ask like a really dumb question, what would you ask? For
I
example, like
mean, I've
me.
tried, but they don't answer really cool. Like I just compared them to like I compare Siri to Google or Alexa,
Hmm.
and no, it's a pretty boring answer. It's like the best Siri that I can be, and that's kind of expected. Yeah,
All right. Well, thank you.
too wholesome.
Okay.
That is way too wholesome.
You kind of said like nothing at all with that, but okay, let's. I guess we just keep going.
I mean, like
Yep.
I imagine there are people out there who have probably asked, like, let's say, Alexa, like, how big is the average human brain?
Hey Siri, how big is the average human brain?
Now, you see, I was trying to defy your expectations because you probably thought I was going to say penis, but
I didn't expect that.
I don't
so
think you should have said
bad.
that, Brian.
Oh my god, this is the worst episode, but you know we're rolling
If
with
you
it.
have,
This is the worst
this is
episode
great.
ever.
Should I
Uh,
just be the title of it?
yes. All right.
Oh, Brian, why'd you say that though? No one was thinking that.
You weren't? I literally built up to it. I said the biggest human, and I paused. You really weren't thinking that?
No,
I
not
even said it was a
really.
dumb question, like beforehand. But even then, that's not even really like a dumb question. Like, what's the like average size of a human brain? That's a decent question.
Hey Siri, how tall are you? Oh, you hear that?
Yes.
Yeah,
All right. I'm gonna
too
ask one more
wholesome.
question. I'm gonna ask one more question, and then we're gonna be done for today. So,
Radio.
what is the best? What is some of the no no? What are some of the worst things you can say? No no. Sorry, actually, this is a negative question, so I have to say something.
Negative.
Yeah. What are the best things that you can say to kill a conversation?
Capital K period.
Say pretty much just say exactly what Brian said in the last conversation.
You
I think
suck.
that's
I
a good
hate
answer.
you.
Just say that, and you'll be good.
You just
See
gotta
how
ask. So guys,
you're
how's it
defying their
going?
expectation.
You know,
I don't
that's
know.
it. You're gonna make
Hmm.
me. I'm gonna start talking about my BTS conspiracy thing again.
Or that you can talk about that.
Yeah, I'm actually really good. I know exactly what to say to end conversations. Just natural talent.
I do.
Yeah.
But K gotta go. TTYL.
Where actually? Oh.
LOL.
Oh. Okay. Well, I guess on that note, we're gonna end the podcast now. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you
Oh my
next week.
God.
All right, bye guys.